Good morning, everyone. I hope you all experience the smooth process of registration. Let's get started. Please settle down fast. Again, good morning to all dignitaries, esteemed speakers, industry experts, delegates, sponsors, and all the participants. Behalf of Saket Projects Limited, I am Anna Vaghela, welcoming you all to the 16th National Conference on Boilers and Steam Systems. This year's theme is STEAM 4.0, harnessing AI, IoT, and advanced system for peak efficiency and industrial compliance. Reflects the industry's transition towards data-driven operation, digital compliance, and sustainable STEAM system. This theme is very interesting as well as important as it includes technologies like AI, IoT, and compliance. Our main sponsors of the conference are Forbes Marshall, ONGC, Reliance Industries Limited, Hers Testing and Training Center, Triveni Boiler, Industrial Boilers Limited, Wellspun Corp, Akshaya Clean Tech, Rajdeep Boiler Private Limited, and Good Luck. Supported by Indian Boiler Manufacturers Association, Gujarat Dye Stuff Manufacturers Association, Indian Drug Manufacturers Association, Indian Agro and Recycled Paper Mill Association, Gujarat Paper Mill Association, Vapi Industries Association, Shaligram Industries Association, Umargam Industries Association, Silvassa Industrial and Manufacturers Association. We all want to thank these all sponsors and association. With this, let's get quick introduction of organizer. We all know that Steamtech 2026 is organized by Saket Projects Limited, a name that well recognized for creating impactful industry platforms that brings together technology, policy and practice. Saket Projects Limited has constantly played pivotal role in conceptualizing and delivering high quality conferences, exhibition, knowledge sharing forums across infrastructure, energy and manufacturers. With a strong focus on relevance, technical depth and industry collaboration, Saket Projects continues to bridge the gap between policymakers, solution providers and end users. With this, without further ado, it's my privilege to invite all the dignitaries to the stage. Shri Dharmendra Joshi, Conference Chairperson, Shri Dinesh J. Yadav, Director of Arvind Envisol Limited, Ahmedabad, Shri J. I. Patel, Ex-Director of Boilers, Government of Gujarat, Gandhinagar, Shri Abhijit Shukla, Director Drashta Power Consultant Private Limited, and Shri Rohintan Engineer, Chairman and MD at Industrial Boilers Limited, Vapi. I would like to invite Mr. Dharmendra Joshi to welcome our esteemed dignitary, Shri Dinesh J. Yadav, with bouquet and momentum. Shri Dinesh J. Yadav, mechanical engineer with MBA. He has more than 44 years of experience in the field of energy and environment. At present, he is working as a CEO corporate project at Arvind Limited. He is also founder of Arvind Envisol Limited. He has been instrumental in turning around Anup Engineering Limited. He has contributed significantly in bringing energy security for the group and reducing the carbon footprint. He has also received many national and international awards. Now I would like to invite Mr. J.K. Bhatt to welcome Shri J.I. Patel with bouquet and memento. He is an ex-director of Boilers, Government Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Chirag Panchal to welcome Shri Abhijit Shukla, Director of Drashta Power Consultant Private Limited. As the director and promoter of Drashta Green Power Limited, Mr. Abhijit Shukla leads a premier engineering and consulting firm based in Ahmedabad that specializes in end-to-end solution for the power and utility sectors. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Jayesh Joshi to welcome Shri Rohinton Engineer with a bouquet and momentum. As a qualified mechanical engineer with specialized training in welding technology from the Institute of Clanfield, UK, he brings extensive expertise to his leadership at Industrial Boilers Limited and IB Turbo. Please give a huge round of applause for our dignitaries. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Dharmendra Joshi to address the conference.
Good morning. Yes. It is a profound privilege and honor to welcome you all to this 16th National Conference on Steam and Boiler Systems, the Steamtech 2026. Standing here in Ahmedabad, a city that has long been the heartbeat of India's industrial progress, I am energized to see so many people, a diverse gathering of engineers, decision makers, educators, and innovators. Changing a little bit from the traditional topics, our theme this year is Steam 4.0, harnessing the advantage of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and advanced systems for peak efficiency and industrial compliance. For decades, the boiler room was seen as a purely mechanical domain. But today, we stand at a crossroads. The transition from diagnostics to prediction is no longer a luxury. It is a survival mandate for Indian manufacturing industries. As we integrate the artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things into our steam systems, we are not just improving efficiency, but we are also redefining the operational lifetime and reliability of our most crucial industrial assets. Friends, the theme of this conference may seem to be very futuristic, but trust me, smart boilers are not just a dream of the future. They are the baseline of the present industrial system. Globally, the market is heading towards a $140 billion valuation by the year 2030. With India at its very epicenter of the growth, we are looking at a technology that can leapfrog our efficiency from a stagnant 75% to nearly 99% with the use of these new technologies. The question is no longer why move to Steam 4.0, but it is how fast we can get there. We are privileged to have with us today a stellar lineup of thought leaders and experts. I extend a very warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Shri Dinesh Yadav, whose experience in the energy sector has shaped the future of many industries, including Arvind. A special welcome to our guest of honor, Shri J.I. Patel, former Director of Boilers, Government of Gujarat. Sir, your presence underscores the vital link between digital innovation and the new regulatory landscape. To the chief guest, Shri Abhijit Shukla, the Director of Drashta Power Consultants Private Limited, who has more than 3 decades of industry experience, I accord a hearty welcome to this conference, sir. Your presence and wealth of knowledge will surely inspire our participants. I also formally welcome officials from the Director of Boilers, Government of Gujarat, without whose support this conference would not have been possible. I also formally welcome all our esteemed speakers from different industries and sectors. Thank you for bringing your expertise to this forum. This conference would not have been possible without the unwavering support of all our sponsors. Your commitment to technological advancements is what allows us to host this platform every year. And for the 16th year this time, I am so very happy to say that. To our participants, the engineers and the operators who keep the wheels of industry moving, your presence is a testament of your commitment to excellence. I encourage you to use these sessions not just for learning, but also for building a consensus on the policy roadmap we aim to define by the end of the day. Let us spend today moving beyond the traditional and embracing the digital. I wish you all an insightful and productive conference. Thank you very much and welcome once again.
May I request all the guests on the dais, please come forward for the lamp lighting. Now, I would like to hand over the mic to Mr. Dharmender Joshi for award distribution.
So the Steamtech platform every time recognizes individuals and companies with different awards in different categories. People and companies who have done something unique or very purposeful in the steam and boiler sector. Usually, the awards are being declared by the panel of judges Unfortunately, this time, the main person who is on the panel of judges and who is normally responsible to make the announcements is not available today because of some illness. And so that responsibility has come to me. I am told, because we don't normally as an organization directly get into the evaluation and everything for the awards, it's a separate body which does it. But I am told that this time it was very difficult for them to select the awards. Maybe because they had to evaluate on a very different level. There were a few applications or few nominations which were so very close and they could not decide who to be awarded. So finally, I have a list of awards. You will have to forgive me for the fact that I will not be able to give you details about what they have done because that has not been provided to me as on date. Unfortunately, if Mr. Gajjar would have been here, he would have done it on his own. But I will just announce the recipient names. So there's a category which is called the Best Boiler User. And the Best Boiler User category award is given to a manager or an engineer who works at the boiler house. So we have 2 awards this time, and I am going to announce the winners of those 2 awards. The first one to receive the award today is Mr. Sanit Patel, the Deputy Manager, AFBC Boilers at the Deepak Nitrite Limited in Vadodara, Nandesari, Vadodara. Congratulations, and may I request Mr. Dinesh Yadav to kindly give away the award to Mr. Patel, please. Yeah, please. Agar aavi jao, should be better. The next in line is Mr. Saurabh Kumar, General Manager, Cogen ONGC Limited, the Gas Processing Complex Cogeneration Plant at Hazira, Surat. Congratulations. And I will request Mr. J.I. Patel to kindly give away the award. Thank you. Another category of awards is the Best Boiler Operator, and that is an individual award. So, for this award, we have selected one person who's Harshad Bharwad, the first class boiler operator at the Tribeca Panel India Private Limited in Gandhinagar. I will request Mr. Rohinton, engineer, to give away this award to Harshad Bharwad. The third category is the best design in boiler or boiler parts. There are 2 recipients of this award, and the first recipient is Mr. Nrupesh Patel, Manager, SEAT Limited from Halol. I will request our chief guest, Mr. Abhijit Shukla, to kindly give away this award. Congratulations once again. The next in line for receiving the same award, Best Design in Boiler or Boiler Parts, is Sri Ankit Kumar Patel, DGM Engineering, Reed and Taylor International Private Limited a Finquest Group company. Is he there? He's from Bharuch? No. Some of his colleagues, if available? No. Thank you. Thank you. Let us congratulate them once again with a very, very heavy round of applause, please. Over to you.
Congratulations all the awards who received the awards. Now I would like to invite Mr. Maulik Sheikh on the stage for award distribution of Fob Marshal.
Good morning. Uh, it's my privilege to announce that this is the sixth consecutive years where Forbes Marshall is announcing the Best Managed Team System Award. So this year we got more than 50 entries from the different industries, which includes textile, pharma, chemical, paper, food and beverages industries, having the fuel range in, I can say, from 1.5 CR to it's ranging to 70 CR. So we can imagine what's kind of steam load variation with respect to fuel bill what we are talking. And the criteria for the Best Managed Steam System Award is when we evaluate the entire system with respect to what efficiency improvement in the boiler house with respect to steam to fuel ratio improvement, what feed water temperature improvement with the condensate recovery improvement and the condensate recovery factor improvement, and what efforts have been made to reduce the overall steam consumption by optimizing the process and improving the overall steam and condensate network uptime. So looking at the various criteria for the evaluation, I'm happy to announce the winner, the Aishwarya Dyeing Surat, having the fuel bill of close to 50 CR annually, who with their conscious efforts in the energy conservation, they improve the boiler efficiency by 3%, having the combustion control parameters, reduce the steam consumption in the process by 10 to 12 ton per day with the process optimization and improving the steam tap and the other steam percent uptime from 88% to 95%. The condensate recovery, because they have a power boiler, so because of silica fear, they were not recovering condensate. Now the condensate recovery factor is improved from 0 to 30%, which reduce their de-rated steam consumption in tune of 18 to 20 ton per day. So congratulations, Aishwarya team. Unfortunately, due to some unavoidable circumstances, they could not remain present to receive the award. So hand over the trophy to the winner, and I request Rajan Sir from Forbes Marshal to come on dais to receive the trophy on behalf of Aishwarya Dyeing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Maulik, and congratulations to the awardee. Now, may I request Shri Dinesh J. Yadav, a keynote speaker, to speech. And his topic is From Diagnostics to Prediction, AI's role in defining boiler reliability and operational lifetime.
My friends on the dais and off the dais, though the boiler and power and steam is my core subject, but the subject which is the theme of this session or this program today is one step ahead of me. So normally I speak extempo, but today I have prepared some notes to speak about. And I always love to, chase something which is one step ahead of me. So it's my pleasure, and thanks organizers for inviting me to give me a platform to try and synchronize with this new subject. Before we begin, I'd like to think about something we often overlook. When you entered this building today, walked through the doors, and felt the comfortable temperature in the room, the comfort, that simple expectation of normalcy, was delivered by a boiler system. Right now, beneath our feet, in buildings across the city, in factories, in hospitals, in schools, boilers are working. They are the steady, often silent heartbeat of modern world. Unlike Western countries, though steam heating is not very normal, but we hardly, foresee the boiler which is ultimately generating the power that we get, the light we get, the air conditioning we get. So that's why I've called them silent. And for more than a century, we have managed the heartbeat with the same basic tools. That is gauges, schedule maintenance, and hard-born human intuition. But what if I told you that this essential workhorse of our industry is on the brink of its greatest transformation since the steam engines itself? What if the key to unlocking the new area of energy efficiency, operational resilience, and industrial sustainability isn't a new physical invention, but a new form of intelligence? My friends, we are at the frontier of the change. Today we will explore how artificial intelligence is not just an improving our boilers, but it is giving them a voice, a memory, and foresight. It is transforming them from passive equipment into an active, intelligent partners in our quest for a more efficient and sustainable future. Let's frame the challenge. What is the challenge that we have today? Global industry accounts for nearly 40% of the world's total energy consumption. A significant portion of that energy is channeled through the boilers for heat, steam, and power. Yet, despite their critical role, many of these systems operate far below the potential. They burn excess fuel, they fail unexpectedly, and they age prematurely. The traditional approach has been one of reaction. A gauge dips into the red, and we respond. A component fails, and we replace it. We perform maintenance on a calendar, not on actual condition of the machine. This is not a criticism of the dedicated engineers who keep our world running, but it is a limitation of the tools that they have historically had there on their disposal. We have been managing these complex dynamic thermal systems with static rules of periodic checkups. It is like trying to conduct a symphony by only listening to it once in a week. You might catch the major mistakes in that symphony, but you miss the subtle harmonics and the growing dissonance that foretell a breakdown. AI changes this fundamental paradigm. It allows us to listen to the symphony of the boiler in real time. Every vibration, every temperature gradient, every combustion flicker, it learns the unique music of optimal performance and can detect the earliest, faintest note that is out of key. This is the shift from reactive oversight to predictive partnership. So how this partnership manifests? It revolutionized three core pillars of the performance, which Dharmendra Bhai has mentioned in his opening remarks. Efficiency. Efficiency is no longer just a percentage point on a monthly report. In an era of climate imperatives and volatile fuel costs, it is an extrinsic metric. Traditional controls maintain a safe zone of operation. AI seeks the dynamic optimum. It continuously balances a dozen or more variables: fuel quality, airflow, load demand, ambient conditions, all in real time. Consider a coal-fired power station that implemented a neural network to control its combustion. The AI didn't just hold parameters steady, but it learned to predict steam demand fluctuations and pre-adjust the furnace. Smoothing operations and cutting the fuel use. The result wasn't a marginal gain. It was an annual reduction of nearly 7,000 tons of CO2 from a single unit. That is the power of moving from static control to adaptive intelligence. Second was the reliability. Reliability is cornerstone of industry. Unplanned downtime doesn't just cost money. It breaks the promises, disrupts the supply chain, and wastes the resources. AI redefines reliability through its predictive sovereignty. By analyzing continuous streams of sensor data, that is vibration, heat flux, acoustic emissions, AI models can identify the fingerprint of failing pump bearing or a slowly fouling heat exchanger weeks before a human operator would have noticed a trend. They don't wait for the threshold to be crossed. They recognize beforehand the trajectory towards failure. This transforms the maintenance from a cost center into a strategic function. Studies show that this approach can reduce breakdowns by over 70% and downtime by nearly half. The boiler begins to maintain itself, announcing its need before they become emergencies. Like our body always gives a signal before the major incident occurs. So that is what AI does for boilers also. And third was the longevity. This is perhaps the most profound change. We are no longer subject to the silent, accumulated wear we cannot see. AI gives us X-ray vision into the time itself. Researchers are now using AI to model creep damage, the gradual deformation of metal under heat and stress that ultimately determines a boiler's lifespan. By integrating real-time operational data with physics-based models, they can predict the remaining useful life of a critical steam pipeline, not in years, but in exact operating hours under current conditions. This knowledge is power. It allows us to adjust operations to extend life, plan capital investment with precision, and truly manage an asset over its entire lifetime. We are no longer renting time for our equipment until it fails. We are actively stewardshiping its longevity. And I think this can be the dream of any business person who owns this asset. Part 3 is the human dimension. Now a crucial point. This is not about replacing the engineer with an algorithm. That is dangerous and simplistic myth. This is about augmentation. The AI handles the impossible task of monitoring millions of data points in a real time. It surfaces insights, predicts outcomes, and recommends actions. But the seasoned engineer, with due respect to many engineers sitting here, provides the context, the wisdom, and the final judgment. The AI might say, for example, that the combustion efficiency is drifting and the historical pattern suggests a clogged fuel nozzle. Recommend inspection within 72 hours. This is what AI say. Now what engineer will do? The engineer then asks the deeper questions. Why did this happen? Is it a fuel quality issue? Is it a maintenance procedure gap or what? So it is not replacement of the intelligence of human being. It is only augmenting and enabling engineers to get extra time to deliver the quality outcomes and deliver the quality introspection of what is going to happen. Together they form a symbolic team that is greater than the sum of the parts. The human expertise trains the AI, and the AI amplifies the human capability. Our role evolves from an operator to an orchestrator, from a fixture to a forecaster. So that is how it increases the capability of manpower and our engineers. Now what is future? How is it going to address the future challenges which we are seeing or the future scenarios which are emerging? The intelligent foundation opens doors to future we are beginning to imagine. The hydrogen-ready boiler. As we transit to green fuels like hydrogen with their different combustion characteristic, AI will be the essential pilot, navigating this new terrain safely and efficiently. The carbon capturing boiler. New systems designed to produce pure streams of CO2 for capture will rely on AI for their complex integrated operation, turning a source of emission into a managing stream. Third is the grid interactive boiler. Because the power scenario is dramatically changing, renewables are coming in a big way. So our power systems are facing a new set of challenges, and that is where the boilers will fail to, boilers are supposed to comply to these new challenges, and that can be achieved with AI. How? In a world of renewable energy, boilers will become flexible assets that can ramp up or ramp down to balance the grid. With AI negotiating between energy markets, fuel costs, and production schedules in real time. The conclusion is, we stand at an inflection point. The technology is not science fiction. It is operational reality in forward-thinking plants today. The algorithms are proven. The sensors are available. The questions before us is not the feasibility, but of vision. We will be the generation that simply can run the equipment we inherited until it worn out. Will we be that generation? No more. Or will we be the generation that gave the equipment a new kind of life, intelligence, and purpose? The intelligent boiler is more than a piece of efficient machinery. It is a symbol of how we can take the foundation systems of our industrial civilization and weave it to a thread of intelligence, making them sustainable, resilient, and ready for the challenges of this century. This is our opportunity to lead, not just in saving fuel or preventing downtime, but in redefining the very relationship between human industry and the machines that power it. Let's build a future where our industrial heartbeat is not just steady, but is wise. Thank you so much, and good day.
Thank you so much, sir, for your great insights on role of AI in boiler system. You said very correct that AI is not the replacement of jobs, but it's enhancement of the job. Now, I would like to invite for a speech Shri J.I. Patel, a guest of honor, and his topic is integrating digital system and remote data in new Boiler Act.
Good morning. Today we are together on the 16th National Conference on Boiler and Steam System. We all know the steam is the main requirement of the industry, and day by day the fuel cost and operational cost is going high. Even government also stringent on the environment. So you cannot leave any product without controlling, without the prescribed limit. So operators and engineers, main roles, how to protect the environment. Ultimately, we have to save our environment. My role to the Boiler Act, government also keen interest and ease of doing business is the motto. So our act was, the Indian Boilers Act 1923. Act is very old. So now requirement of and today's requirement, regular reform is done. So lastly, the total act is changed, and instead Indian Boiler Act 1923, now the Boiler Act 2025. Lot of changes are done. Earlier penalties for any offense during the operation, during the maintenance. Now, government also liberalized. Instead of the penalty, power also given to district magistrate, some power given to district magistrate and others, judicial first class magistrate. Earlier it was only power with the judicial first class magistrate. Now, instead of penalty, they have introduced the fine. So government is more liberal. Accordingly, we have to perform our duty and minimize the offense. The Boilers Act 2025. Government also introduced earlier in 2008 third-party inspection. People are liberty to inspect the boiler from the government official or from the third-party inspection. Even manufacturing also for third-party inspection and government official. So industry and boiler owners have two choice. They have select the boiler officer from the boiler department or third-party inspections. Now, Mr. Dinesh Yadavji told about AI, and nowadays all are talking about the AI, artificial intelligence. Everywhere you'll find the AI. They and we thought that even papers and news channel you find AI reduce the employment, AI reduce your work. But behind the AI, actually our intelligence from where? From the men who provide the data to AI. What AI what do? They do the data collected from the sources, whatever the data collect, and they reduce the data. And final conclusion, whatever the you. Now we know the earlier boiler was started 50 psi pressure earlier. Now 500 kg per cm square gauge pressure. So boiler, you know the boiler is explosive and now explosion take place. Now people are not afraid. Earlier people are afraid. If pressure is increasing, now same time all the safety equipments and safety measures are taken. So, and who behind that safety? Boiler operators and engineer who take the care of the boilers. No accident will occur if you maintain the properly. Now, owner also means visible and there how to reduce the cost. Earlier, so many maintenance occurs. Means maintenance is the main problem. Now they maintain the water quality, fuel quality, and water quality reduce the maintenance. So everybody knows. So I think and Boilers Act 2025, accordingly, Boiler Regulation 1950, they have changed so many, even the boiler, Gujarat Boiler Rules 1966, very old. The government is now, central government, central boiler boards, they have produced, means they have published the Indian boiler regulations and boilers rules. They have, according to the means materials change, industrial requirements change. So, accordingly, the central boiler boards also take the actions and they make the required regulations. Earlier, the materials, also the problems. Now they introduce so many materials and you can use the materials. But they also think the safety is the first prime. So they also bother for the safety. And you have a lot of choice. Now, boilers regulations, all other chapters removed, new chapter introduced. So you have to familiar with the boiler regulations. And thank you to invite me and given chance to given my ideas. Whatever my idea, I deliver it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for addressing Boiler Act. Now, may I request Mr. Abhijit Shukla, a chief guest, and his topic is the competitive age of digital steam. Why Industry 4.0 is essential for Indian manufacturing.
First of all, I would like to thank Steamtech and Saket for inviting me on 16th consecutive conference on boiler and Steamtech. Itself is an achievement to organize 16 conference, and I hope this will continue and we'll meet again on 25th Silver Jubilee conference here. Their contribution is immense. And I also thank all sponsors who are supporting this kind of events and contributing, and this is very essential for technology improvement and knowledge upgradation. All senior members on the dais, Yadav Sahib, Patel Sahib, Rohington ji and Yoshi Sahib, all friends, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning and warm welcome on this event. I would like to share a couple of things because I believe that whatever technology upgradation things are taking place, but unless there is an economic sense, it will not implemented in mass. So one thing is necessity is mother of invention. So when things are required automatically, people will innovate and keep on changing things and provide technology. So I will share experience when we started our consulting journey from 2003. Even 40 bar pressure and 440 temperature was considered as a too big thing because you won't get people to operate that kind of boilers and power plants. So we started journey with traveling grade boiler with 72% efficiency. Then coal prices slightly increased, people moved to ABC technology. And at that time, coal and gas were competing each other. All energies were very cheap, and because gas-based power plant efficiency is higher, people used to go for gas-based power plants. So we executed more than 40 gas-based power plant. But gas is linked with crude, so price increase of gas is higher than the coal. So per GCV basis, so then people started using exhaust heat recovery, started generating steams or chilling or whatever baby. Then again, cost has increased, so again viability was the issue. So people started utilizing jacket water heat to convert it into chilling and all this thing. And then suddenly gas price was not viable and people started thinking of coal as a substitute for power generation, captive users. I'm talking about, my contest is only related to captive users. People started moving coal-based power plant, thinking efficiency improvement. So people started from 440, they switched to 490 temperature to slightly improve the efficiency. Then 495. And meanwhile, people started gathering experience and in industry started getting people to operate that kind of technologies. But because our background was from torrent power and all this thing, from day one, we have executed all the project with DCS because we firmly believe that technology implementation and predictive maintenance, minimum manpower dependency and risk of accident can be minimized if you have a proper installations of technology. It is difficult to operate or continuously monitor the boiler with PLC, and when there is a failure, it is difficult to find out what is the root cause analysis. So that was the era, and most probably people used to get impulse turbine, which is cost effective. Then thanks to Corona, coal prices suddenly went up and people started thinking what to do. Now 90 bar pressure 520 cycle is very common. Above 50 TPH boiler, people started installing 110 bar 540 temperature. Feed water temperature is used to 105 to 130, 160, 190, now 240 is very common. And since last 4 years, people started converting their turbines to minimize their condensing load and converting into either back pressure turbines or minimum condensing flow turbines. And they also started converting their existing impulse turbines with reaction turbines, which payback period is hardly 1 year. So I think every year we are getting 4 to 5 jobs where only people are just replacing turbines, and because of technology and demand requirement, all turbine suppliers also started offering solutions on same base frame, same civil. By changing turbine, you can improve the efficiency drastically. So this is the era, and I believe that AI, we should take the help of AI to predict the maintenance, because now technology, sensors, everything is there in place to monitor the dynamic performance of the each and every equipment. But AI will help you for predictive maintenance, and people started using AI in this technology, and I believe that in future also people will start implementing more and more AI in this technology. Now, one step ahead, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji insisting that community boiler concept, where first project which we are consulting of GIDC is setting up Pharma Park, API Park, where 800 hectares land is acquired, and there is a steam demand of more than 600 TPH. So first phase bidding is today is the last date for 210 TPH boiler. So the biggest advantage is when entire boiler steam system, every utility system is centralized, manufacturer will focus on their core competency, and you can better control the environmental norms. You can generate the power by using the turbines, where small boiler suppliers generally don't do that kind of power projects. So 4 project has been awarded with 1,000 crores of funding from central government. And if this is first time happening in India, but in China it is, when I visited in 2008, this was the common, all utilities are common in everywhere. When Kukdo Energy from Korea came to Dahej and they came to office, they were not able to believe that for steam they have to install the boiler. They were very much afraid of installing boiler and safeties and all those things. It took 3 years them to take a decision that no, there is no other option than to install the boiler. So community boilers is the future, where people will, in every GIDC will have a common boilers and steam. Now coal prices has increased, so people started switching and looking for alternate fuels. So biomass, I think Arvind has started taking initiatives, and their existing coal-fired AFBC boiler, they started using 70% biomass, and then they install 100% biomass boilers. So people are switching over from biomass-based boilers, and nowadays couple of installations successfully commissioned on plastic waste, where all paper industries where plastic is the byproduct. So people started installing plastic waste boilers, and now future is municipal solid waste. You generate RDF, and RDF fired boiler is the future. So boiler suppliers has to do a lot of innovations to meet the demand of the future technologies, and I think they keep on doing things, and all suppliers are in line with the future requirement. And now in front of environment, also we have done a great things. I think when we started 150 mg per nm cube was tough environment norms with ESP. Now we are talking of 30 mg per nm cube and NOx level of 100 mg per nm cube, which is highly achievable. And as coal prices increase, I think since last 4 or 5 years, whatever the project we have executed is all with CFBC boiler, because people started realizing 6% efficiency will make a lot of difference in boiler. So people, 10 years back, no one was in a position to offer less than 100 TPH boiler in CFBC technology. Now, I think 50 TPH, 40 TPH boilers are available in CFBC. And because coal price and fuel prices increased tremendously, payback period is less than 3 years. So people started going for better technologies and innovations, and things are moving in positive directions. Hydrogen is a key element. If you inject 10% hydrogen, we experimented in caustic chlorine plant where hydrogen is a byproduct. So instead of starter fuel or auxiliary burners, if you use hydrogen in boilers, it drastically reduces your emissions, CO2 emissions and NOx emissions. So as people are moving on green hydrogens now, I have inquiries. We are working on a couple of projects where people are installing hydrogen plant. They will get power from hybrid project. They will sign PPA, get renewable powers, and started offering distribution of hydrogen in industrial areas. So that is also it's happening thing, and probably you also get hydrogens to use in your boilers easily through pipelines. So things are changing very fast, and I think technology will help us a lot to improve the efficiency and viability of our requirement of steam and power. Thank you very much, and thank you all your August gathering for coming here and supporting us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for highlighting the importance of Industry 4.0. Now, may I request Shri Rohintan Engineer for vote of thanks.
Good morning to you all. It's my pleasant duty to propose this vote of thanks today on the 16th program of Sakit. I thank our chief guest of today, Mr. Abhijit Shukla. He has given us a very thought-provoking address on boilers and efficiency improvements on when you change over from fluidized bed to higher technology CFBC boilers, and of course downscaling of that size of boilers. So it is good that people understand and take on that challenge. He also spent on lean hydrogen. Lean hydrogen is a byproduct of many chemical industries. And just for Mr. Shukla's information, since the past 20 years we have been doing lean hydrogen for chemical industries. And I think we have about 10 to 12 boilers already operating in Gujarat itself in lean hydrogen. Also, he talked about reaction turbines, and his points have to be taken with a lot of importance because he's talking about improvement in efficiency and ultimate savings. So savings is for our industry users, and sir, thank you very much for this lovely talk that you gave us today. I also thank Mr. Dinesh Yadav for his very in-depth talk on 4.0 and AI, and I think he has given us a change of talk or thinking. If you see the 16 years of Sakit programs, the evolution that you see today is, I think, substantially different in technology. He has given us insights on AI, and he has been very specific that AI does not replace human beings. So that's a very important thing for us. And as he has mentioned, AI is inputs given by us, analyzed and given back to us. So ये एक important point છે આપણે સમજવાની કે AI ને કેવી રીતે વાપરવાનો, predictive maintenance કેમ કરવાનો. In fact, અમારી company भी we have got a AI Green Sense division, and we have been working on that for the past 3 years, offering our customers AI-based solutions for preventive and efficiency improvements. આજે જ્યારે fuels change થાય છે, there are so many types of different fuels that you get. With the different fuels, every time there is a change or there is a mix, AI comes in or predictive efficiency improvements come in to see that your fans are parameters are changed, the CO2 levels are maintained, the O2 levels are maintained, and the efficiency is maintained at the predictive level. So AI is going to play a very important role in efficiency and also in preventive maintenance. And sir has mentioned that and elaborated it much more in detail, sir. Thank you very much. I will not contradict, sir, for one point with you. Forgetting lean hydrogen, if we are going to talk about hydrogen generation per se, I feel that with the advent of solar that is coming up in India, solar will be used as a base for electricity generation and also steam generation. We'll have that much of excess solar coming over a period of time. And solar, when we have excess, it is available for a limited period of time. So etle we will be using hydrogen as a storage media and then converting that hydrogen either through fuel cell or directly firing into boiler. This is my prediction how I look at hydrogen for the world, not as a base fuel, but as a storage fuel for the future. Sorry to talk about it, but this is my thought that I thought I should share. J.A. Patel साहेबे भी बहुत सारू बात की दिशा. He has talked about how the IBR Act is interacting and how efficiency is combined with safety. Safety comes paramount. We cannot compromise on safety because that is going to be most important. If you look at the boiler acts that are being revised, they are talking about safety as paramount importance over efficiency. I repeat it. Safety comes first, efficiency comes second. So that is important. We have to develop boilers in such a way that they give us uninterrupted operations over 365 days. And if we are able to do that, we as boiler manufacturers have to work for that, then it can be 600 days plus. So this is what we have to prove ourselves as boiler manufacturers, to see that our boiler is continuously trouble-free chale. Efficiency is just not a byword. You have to understand efficient. When you are going to be an efficient boiler or an efficient turbine, you're going to save that much fuel. If you're going to save fuel, you're going to save the environment. So they are interlinked to each other. Efficiency means saving the environment ultimately. That is very important for us to remember. I also thank Mr. Dharmendra Joshi. He gave a very enlightening address on, and he set the tone for today's program. And I think it was not just an introduction, but a very detailed presentation on technology of tomorrow. And thank you very much, Dharmendra. I also thank Shri Gajjar Sahib for being present today. I understand he just had a cataract operation a few days back. Welcome, sir. Ganut saru છે તો હું મળીને ઘણા વખત પછી થી. And I thank all our directors, deputy directors, assistant directors of the boiler department for being here today. And Mr. Suhag also is always a regular feature at all SACET projects. Thank you for all being present. I also thank all our delegates for being present, all the chairmen for the next session who will be giving interaction and leading the activities for today. The development of any country is highly dependent on the supply of energy, and our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has laid emphasis on the top focus of the same. His Make in India program and ease of doing business will take our countrymen to greater prosperity. And I think those results are already showing, and the country is being progressing. And if you see our ranking in the world, we are the 5th largest economy today. And I think our country is moving very fast in industrialization, employment, and things like that. To conclude, I would thank our sponsors, IBMA, GDMA, IDMA, IAGPMA, IIO, CEA, VIA, SIA, and UIA. We are also thankful for the management of JB Auditorium, who has given this wonderful hall for so many years to us for use. I also thank the press if it's present to give us a good exposure for this program, and the police for their considerable help. And thank you all for being present. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Rohinton sir. Everyone, please pay attention here. Shri Ankit Kumar Patel is present with us, who received award for Best Design in Boiler or Boiler Parts. I request Mr. Rohinton sir to present the award.
On behalf of Reed and Taylor International Private Limited, I thank the managing committee, all the executive members present here and the members. Ours is a new company started in 2021, and in a short span of 2 years, we have been able to receive this award. We are also thankful to Forbes, who has provided us the boiler in a very short period of 4 months. And the boiler which we are using is giving us a very good efficiency. So thanks to Forbes also. And our engineer, Mr. Ankit Patel, he has been managing the boiler so efficiently that we have been able to achieve this award. And this is an achievement for our organization. Reed and Taylor is a shirting company and shooting company. We are in menswear business. And this is a brand started in Scotland in 1890, and we have taken over this brand, and we are having almost 60 EBOs around the country, and which may be given to up to 100 by this year, and this is a good achievement for us. We are all proud of our achievement.
Thank you, Steamtech. Thank you for providing this wonderful award. Thank you.
Congratulations. Now it's time to take a short tea break. We will reconnect after half an hour, sharp at 11.